week 3 training update, this time coming to you from the beach on our day off. And it's really interesting as we're coming around to the end of the training. One of the things that we're doing, we have a day off, we have one more day of class, and then we have another day to train and practice and get ready, and then we're testing. And the testing is going to be an interesting mix of testing in the morning and then sort of rehashing it, boning up on certain things and whatever, having class in the afternoon. But the biggest thing that Bruce is emphasizing in the last couple days of class is that with this stage of the training, a month-long training, you need integration time. And we talk about this all the time in a regular weekly class, right? We talk about any given practice session, whether it's an hour or 20 minutes or whatever. You always have this sort of startup time where you just get warmed up and you land. And then from there, you go into really the work period where you just kind of crank, and that's when your system is the most open. You can get a lot done. But the biggest mistake people make is that they do that hard charge all the way to the end. And the secret to a lot of these energy practices, and really to get your energy to smooth out and get into your nervous system in the best possible way, is that you need to have integration at the end. So we talk about it all the time. That's how we try to do each practice session. So to me, it's really cool to watch this month-long work and hear Bruce talk about that and emphasize that. He talked a lot yesterday. He talked a lot about what to do on the day off in terms of even just mentally rehearsing the form, going through it, trying to feel it through your body without doing the movements, and so there's a lot of interesting stuff about mental rehearsal that we talked about, but also just to let it kind of soak into your system. And I find when students can recognize that integration phase as a legitimate part of their practice, then you take it to a whole deeper level, because you recognize rest as an important part of hard work. And I think there are a lot of ways that we've lost that idea culturally, and a lot of ideas of success and hard work don't really acknowledge the resting and integration phase as an important piece of it. So even though we've come for an intensive month-long training, as we're rounding into the final stretch, rest and integration and relaxation is a key piece to learning all this stuff. And to me, that's very cool. So that's what we're up to this week.